Good evening. The flooding in Somerset is so bad it should be treated as a disaster area and needs emergency funding from the EU. That's according to the Euro MP Sir Graham Watson. Today he visited the maroon village of Muchelney, saying EU money should be used to work out a long-term solution to the problem. Sally Challoner reports.
Sunrise over the Somerset levels. But while the views are stunning, life here at the moment is less so. At least villagers from Muchelney have been able to get to the mainland today. They've been marooned since before the new year.
Wonderful, finally. So it's a relief, do you know what I mean? Just to know that you can get in and out. We've had wonderful volunteers coming in and out, bringing us things, which is great. But to know that you yourself can get out is great. And they're here all day at our beck and call. What more can you ask for?
The boat's been paid for by the county council, but the local MEP says that's a sticking plaster on a problem that needs major surgery.
I think we need to be looking at how we deal with water management and whether taking decisions centrally in the Environment Agency is the right thing, whether we shouldn't be looking at setting up again local drainage boards with representatives of local landowners, local councils, local water companies to make sure that locally people who know the area are taking the decisions about where the water goes.
There's no arguing with the need. This is the main road to Muchelney. Homes and businesses are submerged too. The clean-up bill is likely to be huge, but there is European money available.
We have the opportunity to apply for funding under the European Union's Solidarity Fund. We did so 5 years ago after the flooding in Gloucestershire, and we got some £30 million to help us with the clean-up.
While some here are getting used to the attention their situation is creating, most just want life to get back to normal. Sally Challoner, BBC Points West, near Muchelney.
Well, the Department for the Environment says it currently has no plans to call on those EU funds, but it does support the creation of internal drainage boards where they're supported by local communities. Well, tonight the village of Muchelney featured in a BBC programme looking at the scale of the damage caused by the recent bad weather, and John Kay has been speaking to the residents in the village.
Yeah, here they're preparing for a weekend of isolation and possibly more. Who knows how long this will go on. So let's talk to some of the villagers. Let's talk to Mike here. You've been affected by this, by the flooding. I suppose what people at home tonight want to know is, what is life like here at the moment and how are you all coping?
Well, the community around here is really pulled together and we're getting on with life and it's going okay. But obviously we've got a lot of problems to sort as we're going. But yeah, with everyone pulling together, we are coping.
Are you fed up with all the attention? Be honest.
The media attention? Perhaps, but there again, it's nice to have your moment of fame.
This is it. Thank you very much indeed. What they're hoping that this attention will give them, and also the high-profile political visits that they've had, is some sort of profile about their cause. What they're saying here is that they want more dredging done to try to make sure this doesn't happen again.
And you can see that BBC programme Battered Britain on the BBC iPlayer. Now, in other news, a nightclub boss from Cheltenham has told a court he feared for his life after being kidnapped by 3 lap dancers and their manager. It's alleged Curtis Woodman was attacked because he owed the women tens of thousands of pounds. All 6 defendants deny kidnapping him outside his business in Tewkesbury. The trial continues. Honda says work at its factory in Swindon will resume on Monday. The production lines were suspended earlier this week when parts being delivered by ship to Southampton docks were delayed by bad weather. Now, it's an old English word which could be making a return to a dictionary near you. The word gander flanking originates in Wiltshire and is rarely used these days, but a new campaign launched by BBC Wiltshire could see it being included in the Oxford English Dictionary. Lizzie Wade reports.
It is a red letter day for us on this show. Gander flanking is in the Times today.
The BBC Wiltshire campaign to encourage use of the old Wiltshire word has gone national.
It comes from 2 old words, gander, meaning to ramble, and flank, which is an old Wiltshire word for shirking. So in effect, it's probably